Bentar. Eh, udah mulai ya? Baru habis beli ayam geprek. Aduh. Bentar ya kan? Bentar. Iya. Lampunya jelek kayak kamera. Iya, oke guys, hai semuanya kembali bersama Phainon di channel Tinggal Sini. Kali ini kita akan melanjutkan story di podcast Tarel ya. Kita akan melanjutkan petualangan di Emporios. Jadi kemarin gua ketiduran guys. Untungnya recordnya gua hentikan sih waktu itu juga. Oke, gua sampaikan kayak gini kan, mata gua nutup sebelah tiba-tiba. Kayak gitu kan udah capek kali. Ya ampun, lampunya mengganggu sumpah. Nah, oke, jadi terakhir kali kalau nggak salah nyampe ke penampakannya ibunya Tribios. Nah, Tribios itu merupakan ya sebelum Tribbie lah gitu ya, sebelum berpecah jadi Tribbie, Phainon, Triane. Satu lagi lupa gue. Cuma gue nggak tahu ya, matanya buka sebelah kayak Triane ya, yang tutup itu Phainon. Triane, Phainon, Tribbie ya. Jadi Tribios itu adalah sebelum tiga orang itu berpecah ya, karena berkat kekuatan Janus ini. Nah, semakin mereka sering memakai kekuatannya, mereka akan semakin berpecah. Nah, gitu dia. Nah, itulah kenapa ya bisa dibilang itu semacam minusnya lah ya, kalau punya kekuatan berkat dari Titan. Ya, oke lah. Nah, kebetulan sekali kita berada di bulan puasa ya guys. Ya, bagi yang berpuasa lagi salah ngomong. Nah, bagi yang beragama muslim, semoga puasanya lancar dan tidak bolong, dan ya itu aja sih. Dan juga yang non muslim juga, kalian bisa menghargai maksudnya menghargai orang muslim dengan cara ya, maksudnya tidak memancing iman mereka ya, intinya gitu ya. Oke. Amin. Oke, kita lanjut aja.
Mama.
Iya, ping kemarin nih.
I had a dream last night.
Lagian salah gua juga sih. Kemarin main tengah malam gimana nggak tidur. Nah, Tribios ini adalah Tribbie sebelumnya ya, sebelum berpecah jadi tiga. Mimpi aku jadi banyak.
And made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah.
Nah, berarti ini emaknya Tribios ya. Ya, biar kalian nggak bingung, Tribios ini adalah Tribbie ya. Tribbie yang sekarang, Tribbie yang terpecah ya. Nah, berarti di sini flashbacknya Tribios waktu masih kecil.
Janus's holy maidens.
Sampai mana ya?
What's wrong, Tribios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes.
Mimpi jadi kenyataan.
Unfortunately, it does exist in Emporios, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. I can't.
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the black tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the holy maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path.
Yeah.
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too.
Teman-teman bonekamu.
Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Tribios is the smartest girl. I'm sure you remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember.
Oh, cerita.
Am I dreaming?
Di mana?
I used to sit here and listen to Mama tell stories. Oh, how I wish to see you again, Mama. Use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it. Who could that be?
Let me think. I know! She's Tribbie!
Oh,
I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all. Is this a dream? Or something?
oh. Berarti memorinya bisa begitu ya? Oh iya kan dulunya Tribios. Tapi hampir gue.
That chest! You can't lock me away!
Gimana sih? Ruangannya mencurigakan.
Numbers! It's packed full. Mama must have left all of these for me. All the words are blurred out. Could it be that my memory is fading? Huh? Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword.
Mirip
Why?
bonekanya yang kedua tadi.
Many years later,
Yang satu
many
megang apa?
brave
Pistol ya?
warriors
Oke.
will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody!
Silly girl, you're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
All right. Then where will they come from?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish,
Iya.
while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
Oh. Ini
In that case, let Trian fight by their side.
sekarang dikasih nama Tiani. Berarti Tiani paling barbar ya.
This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trian back then?
Kok dia bisa namain Tiani ya, Dek?
Was it just a coincidence? Or...
Sedap.
Learning can change your destiny.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of a.k.a.
Alright,
A.k.a.
even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best.
Circe also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too. Oh, wait, I'm super duper smart. So I want to be the teacher's teacher.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
Then Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher.
Phainon. Itu Phainon. Oh iya, Phainon yang matanya
always
tutup
said that I
semua.
had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Come, let's line them up.
Iya, apa nih? Tuh. Itu apa? Apa ya? Ada tombol
A
periksa.
blackboard? And what is that drawing? Doesn't ring a bell at all. Perhaps it's just a childhood doodle.
Coret-coret begitu kok detail banget deh. Set ini roket kan? Jangan-jangan dulu Tribios sudah pernah rencana bikin roket, buset. Itu kalau beneran bisa nembus kayaknya. Titan Aprila ya. Nembus Titan langit. Oh, tapi misterius juga ya. Makanya di apa kan pertama kali gua review skillnya Tribbie kan, kok ada roket kan, ada gambar-gambar roket gitu kan. Iya, ada hubungannya nih. Tapi aneh gue dari Janus kok jadi apa? Gitu ya. Berarti Tribios saking pinternya guys, dia pernah berencana bikin roket gitu ya. Nah, Amporius ini walaupun tempatnya ya kayak peradaban jadul ya, peradaban kuno, tapi teknologinya nggak kalah canggih ya.
Now, Tribios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Oh, nggak tahu.
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
Oh,
I invented it? What does it do?
ya buat putar musik lah. Namanya juga gitu.
Oh, my lovely Tribbie. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today? Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on.
Boneka.
It's rotating. And I can hear something.
Keren.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music.
Di mana belinya ya? Ada keranjang kuningnya nggak ya?
Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
Ntar guys. Harus di screenshot.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands. And 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephili, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Menjadi horor.
Oh yes, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living and dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? The spirit, lonely and subdued. Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Run! Tribios, run! The black tide has arrived!
Where can I go?
Dari, wo. Oh, oh, no, no.
Why? Why are there dolls everywhere?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the Only one person can.
I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Tribios. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never leave you. But remember this, Tribios.
Wow.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
Hanya satu orang yang hidup sampai akhir dan hanya dia yang akan menyaksikan era penciptaan ulang.
Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius. shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Tribios.
Beriding. Balik lagi ke sini.
Are we still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Tunggu aja.
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan, and you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
Iya. Nggak kelihatan jaramnya deh.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Oh,
Compared with saying farewell to one person,
ya. Kalau dia
watching
sering
many
pakai
fade away
kekuatannya dia
before
bakal
me is
hilang.
even more sorrowful.
Apalagi si Triane kan emang tugasnya
But
jaga gerbang.
advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this, right?
Tidak.
It won't be long
Jangan
before
bilang
I
mati
forget
juga.
what sorrow tastes like.
Ini jangan udah keton calon mayatnya.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
What? Where did that come from?
After all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away, even the image of Mama. Just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Oryx will be willing to help us.
Zaman di suatu tempat di Opium.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
Oh, I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in a.k.a. stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphorius?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phainon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of a.k.a. or Tribbie. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the Grove. The monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never coming back. We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again? For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecies past to everyone. But first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan or Onyx for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the lucid hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? It's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think? Yes, It's also a
Mereka
symbol
ngapain
of
bertiga ke sini ya?
Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate
Gak ada yang
memories,
temani kan?
we need to use something that is experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it.
I see. It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
But it all depends on whether Oryx is willing to help us. This could be a problem. After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Oryx's
Di
kin.
lama satu ya guys. Semua sudut pandang dimasukin ke sini.
We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way.
Dan sudut bukan cuma ini ya, sudut pandang MC, yang ini karakter lain, NPC-nya.
In our current
Story lain
state,
nggak ada,
we
guys.
probably
Cuma
can't do anything to them.
ya pas di Penakoni atau
We'll
ya
cross that
Ampori
bridge
ini
when we
lah
get
mulailah
there.
agak lain. Ya, dulu
Leave it to Trian.
semenjak cuma
Trian knows how to play
Siangso, Belobok, iya ya, Stasiun Herta ya gitu-gitu doang kan.
In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple, untouched by Nikador's
Semua sudut
soldiers.
pandang dimasukin ke
I remember
sini.
that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars.
Jadi kita cuma bukan hanya memainkan karakter utama kita sendiri guys, tapi kita
Let's
pakai
be
juga
on the
karakter
lookout
lain.
as we go.
Pakai yang lain. Ini ngapain mereka pergi ke sini? Masa nggak ada yang temani, buset? Nanti kalau kenapa-napa gimana? Gua nggak mau tahu ya kalau terjadi
It's a
sesuatu.
dead end.
Ajar.
Turn back, teacher.
Kenapa kan? Baru kenapa kan?
Aggie? Oh, it's an illusion.
Ih,
Numbers!
Feeling lucky.
mana tahu kan? Mana tahu dia? Masih masa lagi nih.
Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Oryx?
What are you two whispering about? Tribbie? Trinan?
Apa?
Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication.
What?
Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar.
Oh,
Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
It appeared again.
Right here. I summon thee. Oryx, stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared.
Wait, we should read it first.
ini medit.
Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about saffron and Tribios. Isn't that name? Never mind that for now.
Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be our lost memories?
Is it possible that we were already noticed by Oryx and entered their trial?
But why haven't they said a word?
Oryx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose.
Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death are two sides of the same coin.
Ada lagi.
Reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Tribbie! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look.
But Trian, there's nothing in here.
What? It was right in the stolium.
Huh? There's really nothing here.
That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there. Where did it go? Trinan, Tribbie, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all.
We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away.
Okay.
Could Oryx be trying to make us falter?
But why would they do that?
Something feels off. Tribbie, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet?
Dan belum pergi sendiri-sendiri
What
nih.
do you mean?
Bertiga sih.
It might just be an illusion. But Trinan wonders, is Oryx really putting us through a trial?
Jadi nih. Kok rumit ya?
Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Oryx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Whoa. Tribbie, Trinan, look at this! So cool! There are so many of us now! Trian! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Oryx disappeared?
Belum lama ini si Akama.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the black tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Cersei's inside me.
Jadi si Titan Cersei ini merasuk si Anaxa ya.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
Iya juga.
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
Nggak punya sayap lah.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Buruk Phainon. Tribbie menghilang. Mereka bertiada dari jurang takdir. Waktu.
Orynyx! Are you in here?
Yang pilih kuda enak.
No response at all.
Waduh. Lagian pun mereka bertiga ngapain sih harus ke jurang takdir?
Did they foresee that we were coming
Ke
and hide in the
Janusopolis.
fog? Or...
Apa tuh?
Tribbie, we should leave. This temple has other people in it.
Alamak.
What?
Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us.
Tribbie, Phainon, come check this out.
Jangan itu. Si pendekar jubah hitam jangan mau ke sini.
Trian feels like
Sembuset kalau dia
So
mampu lah mereka
familiar.
bertiga. Waduh. Kan? Masalah gawat dah. Dalam mampus bertiga nih. Wah. Ini lah langsung pakai kekuatannya.
Tribbie. See you tomorrow.
Brengsek. Main toxic sebenarnya gua cuma nonton gua banyak yang masih kecil. Udah gua bilang kan mereka masih kecil, ngapain sih kemana-mana, itu aja nya logikanya. Paling benci yang kayak gini nih. Kalau
Where
oh.
am I? Little gray, snowy, and wait, where's Trian? Is she back?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
Oh. Sih ada firasatku nggak enak.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into two groups. One group will stay in the abyss and meet up with A.k.a.'s reinforcements, then search for Trian's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Phainon! Lady Tribbie and Lady Trinan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did A.k.a.'s people get here?
Yes. Lady A.k.a. already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Phainon, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with A.k.a. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Trinan will stay in the abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Tribbie, let's go.
Balik lagi ke kita sendiri. Jalan ya, kena tangkap. Nggak tahu ya, moga aja yang baik-baik aja.
We're back, A.k.a.
You should have come to me first, Phainon.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Wakama is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Phainon, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Circe's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. He is the key.
Serius kali. Aku punya Stellaron, bisa tidak dianggap sebagai pengganti benih api?
We need your other companion too.
Ma'am, do you mean me?
Yeah.
I see. Phainon, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Crimnos?
Wow.
Yes, I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nikedor. and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to a.k.a. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
Bener kita bisa melakukan apa aja.
Yeah.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Tribbie went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Phainon, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but a.k.a. is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
Itu undercover pun kami mau. Bagaimana kita bisa menjamin kalau rencana kita berhasil?
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the core flame, that will be up to Anaxa's capabilities.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it.
Bagaimana cara untuk menjamin keselamatanku?
I'll be honest, we can't.
Waduh.
But the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body if they wish to do you harm.
Rencana Mem berarti rencanaku juga aku ikut.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
Artinya kita kurang seseorang.
You mean Mydei? He's dealing with a different problem.
Oh?
Don't worry,
Iya, Mydei
my man would never miss out on this fight.
Of Genesis, a.k.a.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, the Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles...
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile...
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune.
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes, and then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akama soon to fight the great darkness of this world, and to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase? Remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra.
Padahal dia punya titik
That's my
kelemahannya.
weak spot. And the only way to kill me.
You have my word.
Go now. Your battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. And loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead.
Yeah. Kembali lagi sini.
No way. A Kremnoan?
Maju. Hello.
I didn't think she'd manage to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
Nakaman, why are you here?
What? Didn't a.k.a. tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
A.k.a., that vile usurper.
What?
I spit up our king. We'll be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you and that black roll.
Sekejap. Kepalanya terkulai saat Kofnya meninggalkan tubuhnya, lalu melayang menuju kediaman tanah Kof. Menunggu.
The Kremnoans really are just like their king. Rest in peace. May your glory last forever. Did they come to fight on their own accord? Or...
I can still must become a king.
Stream 4. Gleam of old.
We're almost there.
I can't see.
Once we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mydei said before? Cast aside all distractions once you're on the battlefield. Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us.
Yeah.
Finally.
Pent in the memories of the dead! Executioner!
You sure know how to keep a man waiting.
Oh, pantang.
And you later, you're the Titan would have sacrificed them.
Frail child of humanity, it is more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world. Another journey begins. I weep for the heart.
We're just having fun.
Ow.
Enemy data secure markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Hedge your bets.
Commencing support.
break. Serangan combo bersama longsor tertinggi.
To betray my customers,
Oke, bahaya.
I charge extra.
Kasih hit.
It's on me.
Nanti mak.
Watch your head. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
They're trying to overwhelm us with something.
Mak. Ih. Au.
Take them out.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
More business, eh?
Oh, what a spirited display, deliverer.
Luar.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Free will or
Spend freely.
oh, familiar.
Watch your head.
Mention support.
We're just having fun. To betray my customers, I charge extra. Sure, I'll play along.
It's on me. Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Wah, lama.
Ready for another?
I weep for the departed.
Ya, break. Clear. Tuh, untung aja belum keluar ultinya. Lari. Mampu terjebak dia itu. Aduh.
How embarrassing. You didn't come down from the sky?
This city is mine anyway. So why shouldn't I go through the front door?
Let the battle begin. Cara sialan dapet dia sialan. Yeah. Luar.
Long time no see.
Tinggal deh.
Mikador.
Pesisir.
Dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Yeah.
Free will or
More business, eh?
I weep for the departed.
Luar. Lama mampu.
It's on me.
Pasang body semuanya.
Leads to self-destruction.
Nggak berkati.
We honor the fallen gods with this fight to the death.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Iya. Luar.
Sure, I'll play
Hilang
along.
semua. Kasihkan.
Spend freely.
Enemy targets ready for another?
Still water to the flip.
It's time to end this.
Clear. Sampai putus-putus. Jelas. Mampus.
strife, heed my call. I bless the fury. The agony this world needs. Witness this. New God has come to Castrum Kronos.
Oh, belum touchscreen ya?
Look! The warriors have returned!
But are the rumors true? Has Onyx fallen?
It's as the Council of Elders said. We face a dangerous threat. Yet the Chrysos heirs are only inciting more chaos. They don't care about the people's safety.
They really gave the core flame of strife to a Kremnoan at the end.
What a noisy crowd.
This, doesn't feel right.
It's probably because Onyx is gone.
Udah mati dong.
Onyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
What they don't know is that the Titan didn't do all of that of its own volition. Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Onyx's core flame.
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break.
Professor Anaxa, why don't you find someplace to rest first? Matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up. You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior, if you know what I mean.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of having a Titan living in my head, I suppose. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either.
Dia dan Andrea tidak akur ya.
They have differences in ideology. All right, I suppose that's putting it lightly. Don't worry, you'll figure out the intricacies of these relationships sooner or later.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Onyx's core flame. So I'll be off. I have some personal matters to attend to.
It somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days. You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Tribbie. Did Phainon bring news?
Yes. She has found Trian.
Oh, mantap.
She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple. But that's where the good news ends.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. They also found someone else besides Trian.
Siapa lagi nih?
He was no better than a corpse when Trinan and Hyacinth arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height, all to free Trian's body from the clutches of the black-robed swordmaster.
What a brave soul. Do we know who he is?
Nolong ya?
Yes, it's Krateros.
Oh, gurunya si Mydei, guys. Mydei. Oh. Berapa waktu yang lalu?
Stop!
want this girl dead? You'll have to kill me first.
Oh, dia datang juga.
Your body made of flesh and blood as it is will not survive more than a single strike from me.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan, I know not the fear of death.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. But answer me this, child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her?
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've done this over. A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears.
Pity. And crumble like rusted iron.
Good. Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and incense offered by my descendants. Come, let us fight! For Kremnos! For Amphorius!
Lu akhirnya dia meninggoy. Flashback lagi nih. Oh enggak. Kirain.
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago. Today is but a reminder of that bitter taste.
Oh?
But Lady A.k.a, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian lost. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll? I don't understand.
Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trian has used up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow.
If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? The prophecy that guides the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kefili before it fell silent. It loves all of its creations dearly and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Kremnoan veteran? How is he doing?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from a.k.a for good... No. Let's hope that never happens.
Ada bedanya dan mayat. Sama-sama karat nih, tinggal 1% kali ya darahnya.
The parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils. Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare for what awaits us. You've returned unscathed and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment
worthy. Kita punya ini guys, benih api waktu.
Worthy of celebration.
Oh iya, benih apinya kita yang megang ya sekarang. Yang Titan Oronix.
It's incredible to think that we returned Nigador's core flame not so long ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history.
Pada melelehkan glitter yang asli. Gila makna dari perintisan. Kemanapun.
You could say this is the true face of history. It slumbered for 1,000 years, only to awaken for this one moment. Alas, now is not the time for a study of history. I do not see Anaxa around. Was this under your instructions, Phainon?
Yes. It just seems much more efficient than letting you two go at it endlessly.
A rash decision. After all, he still bears a core flame within. I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the core flame of Orynyx. The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames. For titans like Orynyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity, our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the very end. But this unforeseen turn of events has thrown everything into disarray.
If we don't return the core flames to the vortex of Genesis, and we leave the Titan's divine positions vacant, we can't even begin to imagine the disaster that would follow. But the most pressing issue at hand is that we haven't found the Chrysos heir capable of bearing Orynyx's divinity.
Iya juga ya.
Phainon, Castrus, Mydei, and Hyacinth. Tribbie and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few people. Only a chosen few possess the capacity to assume divinity, the elite among the Chrysos heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation without first verifying their potential to bear such power. Yet we cannot compel anyone into divinity, as it would be no different from sentencing them to the gallows.
Waduh. Gak ada bedanya.
Truly a dilemma.
Nggak ada calonnya dong berarti.
How about letting him give it a try?
Apa nih? Oh, ini tiga terjawab. Oh, jadi kamu aku dihukum di tiang gantung ya? Pemilik tidak bertanggung jawab atas ucapan hewan peliharaannya. Tapi lancar banget tadi satu kalimat itu. Ide si mengotak tiba-tiba kita terus ganti si Mydei.
Berarti saat ini posisinya Mydei pulang kampung dulu.
Bisa tersamar di satu tempat di Memorial Palace. Oh, ini dia.
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
It simply put my life in the hands of the Twilight Courtyard. That priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might be far from the ordinary girl we envisioned. But this isn't about me, Mighty Mos. I saw it. You finally decided to embrace your own fate.
Power of strife is stirring a tempest within me as we speak. My bones have turned into steel, and my blood is seething in a blaze.
Jadi akhirnya
Past rulers of
yang
Kremnos could only
pegang beli
aspire
api
to this might,
pertikaian ya si
yet I
Mydei
have
bukan si
merged with
Phainon
it.
ya. Phainon udah gagal ujiannya.
I've made history, and henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Indeed, you've realized the aspirations of every former king of Kremnos, and now you can at last bring our people home and reforge the glory of Kremnos.
Unfortunately, I harbor no such desire.
What? What do you mean by that?
Over 2 millennia past, devotees of Nikador's might banded together beneath their feet and erected a city of their own. Ever since then, Kremnoans have served as the blades wielded by the god of war, following... Yet, gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity, I now see it with unprecedented clarity. This history is sheer absurdity and inferiority. People surge onto the battlefield like ants, plundering and slaying for their own greed, only to beat the city and the beliefs that Kremnoans hold so dearly, alongside the supposed tradition. Mere anthills that can be crushed with a single touch in the eyes of the Titan.
You! Are you trying to strip Kremnoans of the pride we've amassed over thousands of years with mere words?
That pride holds little significance, Kratoros. Now that I've assumed the divinity of strife, my next will be to renounce the title of king.
No. No!
Convey my message to every Kremnoan. This is an order.
Do not do this, Mydei. I beg you!
Our history commenced in the year 2506 of the Light Calendar, concluded in the year 4931. I, Mydei, last king of Castrum Kremnos, son of Gorgo. The Kremnoan dynasty comes to an official close today.
You have killed us. You have killed us all.
No. I am granting you a new beginning.
What is this?
My mother's signet ring. It served as a symbol of kingship, and I now imbue it with a fresh significance. Take it, and rally those who have lost their identities. Convey the words of Mydei, now ascended to divinity. You no longer need to chase fleeting honors or face death on the battlefield as if it were your sole destination. However, you must adapt to fit into the city you once observed with indifferent eyes. A cruel fate awaits Amphorius. No matter how illustrious a dynasty may seem, it crumbles to rubble and gravel before formidable foes. Yet, you shall tread the only path out, one that leads to a brand new world at its end.
Why task me with being your messenger? Why not explain all this to them yourself?
Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of gods and spiral into madness for it, but humans who stand ready to raise their shields high to protect the lives behind them.
I failed to save that child.
That is irrelevant. As demigods, they have long been prepared for it. What truly matters is that you showed up there and shielded her.
The one who persuaded Aglaya to set me free that night. Was that you, Mydei?
Yes.
She's not one to easily make a concession. What did you offer her?
I staked my mother's name to guarantee the integrity of your soul to her. And I promised her that I would dedicate all I have to the Flame Chase journey.
And what is next, Mydei? Where will you be headed now?
To the place where I belong, to fulfill my promise. The madness that has plagued Nikador and the darkness that has consumed Amphorius. It's now my turn to fight against it. There are some people to meet with before I leave. Let's go.
Ucapkan selamat tinggal pada Aglaya. skip.
You're here, Mydei. It seems that you are prepared.
Yes.
You aided Akuma through yet another trying ordeal, and my gratitude knows no bounds.
Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
Not everything unfolds according to my plan. In the current state of the world, I can only proceed one step at a time. You are ready to dedicate all that you have, regardless of the promise you made to me, aren't you?
Throughout my time in the Holy City, I've gleaned valuable lessons from you. Strategy, leadership, and adaptability to change. Yet, it's only recently that I've come to realize the truly remarkable quality you possess.
And what is it?
It's the magnetic allure in your presence. It draws people to gather around you willingly, to seek your guidance. They strive not to disappoint you, not due to fear of repercussions, but out of sincere alignment with your ideals. That is precisely what every ruler of Castrum Kremnos has been missing.
I am truly honored to hear that. And now, Mydei, you have risen as the most powerful demigod in the world. How do you intend to wield this newfound power?
I shall see Nikador's aborted mission through to completion and become the strongest bulwark for Amphorius to defend against the Black Tide. I will secure enough time for the Flame Chase journey until you manage to lead everyone to reach the miracle of Genesis.
Mydei, a new chapter awaits Amphorius. Yet, the one who guides the people to the destination need not be you and I.
Huh. What did you see after assuming Nestia's divinity?
Despite the passage of 1,000 years, every word of that prophecy remains as vivid as ever. You shall have your final bath in warm and radiant gold.
Just as cryptic as all the other prophecies.
What's the reason for the laughter?
I was just thinking, if an ordinary person encountered these words, they would probably stay away from the baths for the rest of their life.
But I cannot forgo the delightful experience a bath offers. So, I assume you also glimpsed yours, Mydei?
One day, you shall die with a wound in your back.
Oh, lama.
Well, that is a rather straightforward scenario.
If I were to be terrified by drivel with no basis, I would not have attracted your gaze and joined the Flame Chase journey in the first place.
You speak the truth. May you be destined for a powerful fate, and may we reunite in the promised new world. Farewell, Mydei.
Opsional lah. Ntar kita cari siapa dulu nih? Kalau sebagai Mydei kita cari dulu lah si Tribbie. Mana si Tribbie-nya tapi? Ini ya. Aneh nih. Nggak tahu juga mana ya. Mereka cari mereka di mananya, buset?
Is Lady Tribios not here?
Lord Mydei!
Oh.
Hyacinth. So you are the physician Krateros spoke of. It's no wonder then that he was pulled back from the brink of death. You have my gratitude.
I can take that as a compliment, right?
I've heard about what happened at the Grove. I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
I've heard far too much about death and grief recently. To quote Lady Tribbie, we should all focus on tomorrow, shouldn't we?
That's a valid point. You've always been the most optimistic one among us.
Well, I must say, it feels quite incredible to see a new demigod standing right before me.
You should prepare yourself as well. Humanity has already taken hold of strife, and one day it will also reach the sky.
Do you really believe I can do it? Even my ancestor, that hero of legends, couldn't conquer the core flame of Aquila.
Given your good rapport with the demigods, you should know that the path to assuming divinity is never limited to swords and spears.
You've always been so perceptive, Lord Mighty. Rest assured, if fate has truly selected me, I'll write. You are here looking for Lady Tribbie and Lady Trina, no? They're not around at the moment. Is there a message you'd like me to pass on to them?
No need. I've already bid farewell to A.k.a. Meeting with the Oracle is simply a matter of courtesy.
You've bid farewell?
I'm heading back to Castrum Kremnos to fight against the Black Tide. In all likelihood, I will never again return to a.k.a.
Oh.
On second thought, there is something that I'd like you to help me convey to them.
I'm all ears, Lord Mighty. I'll make sure to convey every single word.
Tell them that there is no longer a need to send scouts behind enemy lines. With a single message, the Lance of Fury will target anyone who dares oppose a.k.a.
I'm all ears.
Apa lagi nih? Kita tukang stories dulu ya.
Submit or die.
Mana sih posisinya? Ini ngebak pintunya. Ngelik. Tapi ini kan kamar. Wah ini masih start loh. Ya.
Lord Mighty.
I'll be embracing my destiny before you do, Castorus.
Can you feel Thanatos right now?
I don't feel them at all, regrettably. You have been painstakingly seeking that Titan for so long. Have you ever considered reaching out to me for help?
You mean...
Death refused to ferry me. If you were to send me to the Netherrealm, I may uncover clues along the way back.
I would never do that, Lord Mighty. Death is not a game.
You're right. That may very well be the reason why my people have struggled for millennia.
So, are you returning home alone?
Returning home, you say? Maybe. At this moment, Castrum Kremnos is not just my birthplace, but also my fated destination. Work harder, Castorus. Go and do what you have to do, so that the trials we have endured may have meaning.
I will, Lord Mighty. May we reunite on the other side, where the warm west wind blows.
Terus ini. Ayo. Ke sana tuh. Ke sana. Maaf guys.
The King of Kremnos.
I'm no longer the king, Grand Craftsman.
Matters not the title. Surpass all former kings your achievements have.
I will honor your trust and liberate the world from the clutches of fear. Nevertheless, I must request that you continue to watch over Phainon, Cartonis. I have a feeling that his fate will weigh heavier than all of ours combined.
Keep Phainon in mind, I will. Return to your home, brave king. Together with everyone, I shall remain here. That thunder from Castrum Kremnos, we wait.
Kalian terakhir.
Outlanders? No. Trailblazers. I will soon make my way to Castrum Kremnos. If all goes according to plan, this may be our final meeting. I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything you have done for Amphorius.
Oh iya, dan yang nggak pernah menghadapi seperti ini.
That means a lot to me. May success accompany your trailblazing wherever it leads. How about you let me guess what's on your mind?
Aku tebak kau akan sesuatu yang sentimental.
Are you drafting a sentimental farewell speech?
Hati-hati Dor, Anda lagi kalau pergi sendiri suka banyak masalah. Kalau kamu tidak tahu bagaimana responnya, kasih senyum saja.
Now that I bear the divine within me, I can get the vague feeling that you have a great significance for the future of Amphorius. With this departure, fear that I will never again return. Can I entrust you both to watch my back and to continue supporting the Flame Chase journey in my absence? You have my gratitude. Then, farewell. Yes.
Kayaknya ayo kita foto bersama untuk mengabadikan momen ini, oke?
Sure, let's do it.
Mantap.
Well, feels peculiar, I suppose. I'm not talking about your photographic skills. It's just that I rarely take photos. But this one, it's pretty good.
Memang hebat.
I wish the same for you during your time in Amphorius. I wish the same for you during your time in...
Cari Phainon lagi.
The prince is here! Run! Hold on! Lord Mydei isn't the prince anymore. He's now the guardian of Amphorius.
What's going on?
We salute the guardian of Amphorius.
Waktu.
We salute you.
Farewell, Savior.
It's been a while, Guardian.
I should have known you were the mastermind behind this.
Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear I'm innocent this time. See those kids over there? They're the ones who brought everyone together.
I admit, that took me by surprise.
Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word with me?
Well, I was actually on my way to bid farewell to you, but ended up running into this.
Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose. We better not leave them waiting too long, don't you think?
The road to Castrum Kremnos from here is long. Perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a moment and etch their faces in my memory one last time. I think I see more than just the Kremnoans here.
Always be yours, King of Kremnos.
I'm thinking maybe it's about time the god of strife gets a new name.
For us, Guardian.
How about the god of solidarity or preservation? Dong Hung mentioned that one to me.
I recommend that you steer clear from any situation that calls for naming things.
All right. It's about time for us to part ways. Any final goodbyes you want to share? This might be your last chance. Why so quiet? I thought divinity would wash away some of your sentiments.
Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem? Or is this just a facade you wear?
You know what? You sound just like a.k.a. at this moment. But you're not off the mark. I just thought that putting on a nonchalant front for this occasion might help us preserve some dignity.
I can see through your deception, even without the power of mind reading.
Am I really that terrible at controlling my facial expressions? Well, with that said, thank you for aiding me in defeating my archenemy, Mydei.
No need to thank me. This triumph brings no delight, nor does it signify closure. You understand that more than me.
Indeed. In the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black-robed swordmaster. And I can't even ascertain their demise. Maybe I've never managed to cut off my destiny.
But that matters not. Pain may be cured, but scars remain. And this should not be effaced. Even with the divine might of Ornyx, you cannot stop the past from leaving its marks in our blind spots. Can you genuinely let go of everything as soon as that Swordmaster is dead? That's impossible. Revenge is merely an obligation that must be carried out, and no one can find mental fulfillment through it.
You're right.
Look forward. Chew up and swallow your past. And make sure emptiness and bitterness are not the only flavors you know. Remember that there is a whole world behind you waiting to be saved.
Yes.
I will keep that in mind.
I have a final favor to ask. Please look after the Kremnoan warriors in my absence. They will undoubtedly face challenges while assimilating into a.k.a. It is my sole regret that I cannot stand by them during this time.
Do not worry. Leave it to me. And, while I'm at it, I'm going to find out if the Kremnoan language is really missing that many words.
The Kremnoan philosophy can never be encapsulated in a mere dictionary. But if there's a chance in the next life, you should come visit my library. I'll be on my way, Deliverer. Remember to stay alive till the final act.
Yes. Same goes for you. Don't die too easily. May triumph always be yours, Mydei.
Oh, right. One last question.
Go ahead. You better not leave any regrets behind.
Are you the one who told Cartonis about the signet ring?
Well... who knows?
Get up, my son. You showed great courage in today's training. Let's wrap it up for now.
Yes, Mother. Mother, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it, Mydei?
Why must we learn to fight?
It is for glory and honor, my son. For Kremnoans, mastery of swords and spears is ingrained from birth.
Is that really
the way it is, Mother?
What makes you say so?
Because you don't sound entirely sure.
You're right, Mydei. I once believed those words, without question. Until your father cast you into the Sea of Souls. It was at that moment I realized how everything I believed in was utterly hollow. I no longer put my faith in any oath or doctrine. Now I have just one role. That of your mother, Mydei. Your guardian.
That dream always ends there. The journey back to Castrum Kremnos is proving to be longer than Krateros said that shortly after my fall into the sea, my mother challenged my father to a duel. Yet each night she would show up, waiting by the flickering firelight. I always anticipated the sequel to that dream. believing she had more words of wisdom But now, I think I finally come to understand. And now, I too am left with but one role. It is time for this journey to reach its end.
Ya belum ada jalan ini di luar gitu. Wow.
Look, Mydei is back.
Glory belongs to you. We've got fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some?
Back.
Oh.
We meet again, Your Highness.
Welcome back!
How was your training?
Ooh, say, come and check out what I just wrote.
Mydei, did you just come back from training? May Nikador defend you.
Wow.
It's been a
I'm
while.
gonna beat you at the festival.
Welcome home, Mydei. Have you found some...
Yeah.
The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood! The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood!
Mother,
Oh,
I'm home.
Itu. Walaupun kostum Phainon sudah hancur, dia sekarang yang gitu guys. Walaupun kostum Phainon sudah hilang, tapi dia sekarang kembali lagi buat membantai gelombang hitam ya. Jadi gitu tugas dia sekarang.
Saat ini di ASTAGA.
We smell sunlight and the wind of Akama. This was your favorite spot, wasn't it, Trian?
Lady Trian, why did it have to end up like this?
Take it easy, Cass. Departure is a part of life. It's just that ours isn't as tumultuous as it is for ordinary folks. When we started our journey, Yanis had already provided their prophecy. Just like how that Titan divided themselves to create the countless passages in the world. It's only natural for us to follow the same path since we inherited their destiny.
If you don't mind, Tribbie, are you still willing to unveil that past for us? The past regarding the prophecy?
What do you seek to learn, Snowy?
Mydei has left the city to face his own fate. That is, the fate of every demigod. We will all eventually let go of our past to follow the same path as his. So, what I want to know is, as Amphorius' first demigod, what compelled you to take the first step on this journey? And what has sustained you to make it this far without looking back? Despite the fracturing of your body and the numerous departures you have endured.
All right.
Teacher, are you sure about this?
Dee is already doing what he has to do. What reason do we have to keep it from them? Let's go, everyone. Let's go to the abyss of fate and see how it used to be. Then we will leave it to you. Trinan, would you mind?
Tribbie, are you not coming with us?
I want to stay here with Trian for a bit longer.
I see. We'll be off then. Take care.
Since you have made your decision, then let's proceed as you wish. See you later, teacher.
Cass, are you not going with them?
No. I'd prefer to remain here to accompany Lady Trian. She hated being alone.
What's this?
A little gift that I had hoped to deliver to her personally. Though fate.
Oh. So you saw us arguing that day?
Yes. I figured Lady Trian would like it a lot, so I bought it.
I see. Cass, you know, I recognized it immediately that day. It truly is an authentic piece from Yanisopoulos.
Then why?
It's just that Trian had forgotten far more things than I. For example, she forgot that this glass object meant something unfortunate according to the traditions of our homeland.
I'm sorry, Lady Tribbie. Should I?
No need to apologize, Cass. At that time, I simply didn't want her to be trapped by our past, especially considering how much time had passed since we left home. But now, it might just be the perfect gift for Trian.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and inexperienced. Teacher, don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy crush their spines.
But it would be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the gates of the new world. They will eventually need to know the truth. We just need the right opportunity. This, to me, feels like the right opportunity.
So, this is how the Temple of the Three Fates looked back in the day.
At this point, Yanisopoulos still resides under Aquila's protection, yet it is already fated for decline, and only contains a beautiful facade.
Is it because Amphorius has entered Era Bellica?
Yes, strife remains distant from this part of Amphorius right now. But in 5 years' time, at the same entry hour, this temple will become the source of another war.
Then, where are you at this time?
Right over there.
Why does she look somewhat different?
It's because we don't quite recall how we used to look.
Oh, my apologies.
Please don't. We should be the ones apologizing. Come, everyone. It's time to witness our last conversation with Orynyx.
Okay.
Oh. You're here, Anax.
Aku bisa ngerti bahasa Titan.
This is our memory. So your senses are also aligned with the Tribios of that moment. False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way?
Guys, sorry ya. Kayaknya gue harus akhiri dulu sampai sini. Aduh, karena udah 2 jam lebih di durasinya. Tunggu dulu, tapi kayak masih bisa digas gak ya? Takutnya memori gue habis sih. Udahlah, gasain aja lah ya.
The black tide has already arrived,
Aku
and
dulu ya.
Yanis remains in slumber. If even the god of passages,
Udah,
known for
dulu lagi.
guiding mortals, cannot
Soalnya
resist this
nguploadnya ini bisa
catastrophe,
seharian
then
lu aja.
what can we do against the incoming destruction?
Bentar ya.
So, this is how the Temple of the Three Fates looked back in the day.
Kayaknya kita akhiri dulu sampai sini lah ya. Karena ini bakal panjang nih. Belum selesai quest ini. Kirain pas habis lawan pendekar jubah hitam tuh langsung kelar. Udahlah, kita akhir aja dulu sampai sini ya guys. Oke, sebagai penutup gua ucapkan terima kasih kepada kalian yang sudah menonton video ini. Dan sampai jumpa di video berikutnya. Dah. Ini gue lihat spoiler dikit kayaknya masih panjang nih. Ya udah.